Test, test, test. Test, test, test. All right. Mic check. Chat works. All right. Gotta stay hydrated. All right, that's close enough. Let's get started because I got stuff I want to talk about. Have not looked around the map yet. Ooh, we got some stuff close by. Cool. Yeah, but it looks kind of high though. Ooh, that one over there might work. Let's go ahead and collect all of this stuff. Nice, we got lots of grass today. So let's see what we got today. 659, that's probably a viable option. I don't see any holes in this one. But it's got a dungeon. And it's not terribly far. This one's got a dungeon. It's kind of small. But we've been having mixed luck with small ones. Okay, looks like we got a lot of options today. That one's weird. I've never seen one with a ledge on it like that before. That is unique. I think I'm at... Oh, no, that might be a... Oh, there's another island in front of it. Okay, so this right here, this little ledge here, that's actually a smaller island that's directly in front of the bigger one. That's much closer. God, that other one must be gargantuan then. Is it 60? See how there's a difference in distance? This one's 1505 with no dungeon. That's 1676 with a dungeon. That thing's got to be monster. All right, what kind of ship do we have? It's just an island. Looks like there are no nearby ships. Or am I just not? Ah, look at that right there. And I can already tell that is a bomber. Yep. Okay, so. That's a super close island. Let's take a look at what we got on the island here today. Because if it's a bomber, it means we need a balloon. So we got the shack over here. Relatively flat island. That'll make it easier to navigate. Wizard's Blessing? Hard to tell. It's away from us. So if it's there, it's back on that side. Do we have... No balloons. They stole my balloons! Do we have a chest over here? Yep, there's one right there. Okay, so the archers at least got a chest for us. So that's something. We're gonna take this flag. I always forget to take that flag. One more grass. So we have enough grass to make an axe, to make 2 ropes, which is what we need to make an axe, even if this doesn't have rope. And it has rope, so we don't even need to worry about it. There. axe and a pick. So I was just reading up about Iron Lung. Now, let's set aside the Markiplier of it all, okay? Let's just look at this objectively as a movie. Let's pretend for a minute that this movie was made by a studio, that it wasn't made by a YouTuber, and let's just look at it through the traditional metrics of how studios measure success, right? So the way they measure success is obviously box office gross. Now, the projected box office gross for Iron Lung for this weekend, because, you know, there's other stuff going on this weekend, so they're not expecting a big box office, but they're expecting, the estimate is 10 million, which is pretty good for a second week of a low budget horror film. You know, that's only about a 50% drop. So for starters, I mean, like, that sounds like a lot, but in the horror genre, second week big drops are the norm. They're standard. They're normal, you know? If you have a 69, 70% drop on your second week on a horror film, that is to be expected because it's a horror film. You know, there's no casuals in horror films, right? If you're a horror film buff, you are a hardcore horror film buff, and you're going to go see that horror film opening weekend, right? And once you've seen it, unless it was like super, super good and you're like, oh, I got to try that again, most people don't go back and see it a second time. So since all the hardcores go see it on the first weekend, on the second weekend, there's not a whole lot of people left who haven't seen it yet. They all went and saw it the first weekend. So it's completely normal and expected for a horror movie to have a second week box office drop that is 50, 60, 70%. That is standard. So when you hear about a horror movie that has 50, 45, 40% drop-offs, that's considered a really good, strong hold. And Markiplier's movie made, Iron Lung made, I think it was 17 million in its first week. So if it gets 10 million in its second week, that's only like a 40% drop. That's really good. So the first metric right there, the hold, that's a really good hold. Now, number two, if it does just a tiny bit better and it gets up to 30 million, which there are some estimates that are saying that it will get there. That means if it makes it to 30 million, and if it doesn't do it on the second week, for sure it's going to do it on the third, it will have made 10 times its money back. Most movies never ever do that. Like, ever. Most movies, they make 5, 6, 7 times their money back, if they're lucky. For a movie to make 10 times its money back is a rousing success, right? Because if a Disney movie that has a $200 million budget only made $30 million, well, it lost money. That's a failure. But a movie that only cost $3 million, making $30 million, that's a great investment. You invested 30, you got back times 10. That's a success. You know, if you give me $10 and I give you $300 back, you just made money, right? You're gonna be happy with that. Let me kill these guys here. But the fact that it made that 30 million, that it made back 10 times its own budget in a matter of 2 weeks is unheard of. Because the movies that make the most money in their first 2 weeks are the ones with the biggest budgets and the biggest advertising budgets. And because of that, because they spent so much money, it's virtually impossible. Like, Endgame made a tremendous amount of money. Avatar made a tremendous amount of money. Star Wars Force Awakens made a tremendous amount of money. But they also all had $350 million budgets, and double it if you include the marketing budget. This movie didn't have a marketing budget. Markiplier talked about it on his YouTube channel. That was it. That was the marketing. He just said, hey, everybody, fans, go watch my movie. Please. That's the marketing, right? And that's the other factor we need to take into account. Usually they say the standard for a movie to make back, to hit the break-even point is 2.5 times its budget. And the reason they say that is because, you know, you have to pay the theaters. They have to get their cut. And then you also have to cover your marketing costs. But Markiplier's movie didn't have a marketing budget. He didn't spend $3 million marketing. I'd be shocked if he spent $300,000. I mean, he just put it on YouTube. That was it. He just said, hey, please, if you are so inclined, please go watch my movie. You know, he wasn't expecting it to reach as far as it did, to make it to 4,000 theaters. So, I mean, this was supposed to be a small, limited run movie. And it just blew up. So, a lot of people say, you know, the movie made, you know, 2.5 times its budget. That rule doesn't apply to this movie. This movie probably hit its broke-even point when it made, you know, $5 million. And everything beyond that has just been profit. Because of the fact that, like, it was so shoestring. It was so low budget. So, by every standard, by every metric that you can measure, this film has been a rousing success, and people are theorizing that it's going to be #1 at the box office. For a movie like that to be #1 at the box office, and I know like everybody on YouTube is gushing about this movie right now, and for me, it's not about the fact that it's a fellow YouTuber. I use the term fellow YouTuber. I look up to Markiplier. I would not consider him a peer right now at my level, but he's an aspirational figure. But we're both on YouTube, and you know, while there is that inclination to want to just give someone the benefit of the doubt, because you know we're all in this together, kind of a deal. He can do it, I can do it. I can't. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do what he did. What he did is impressive. It's unprecedented. And I'm a fan of cinema. I like movies. I like watching movies. I like analyzing them. I like, you know, even more than I like video games. There's a small part of me that, you know, wishes I had created a movie review channel. And I honestly, I've been considering doing that, and I might, when I get a little bit bigger, I might make a second channel where I just talk about movies and TV shows. Because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about. And just as a fan of the craft, as a fan of filmmaking, without talking about or considering Markiplier, this is an achievement. This would be an achievement for any filmmaker. And it's something that any person coming out of film school, any, 19, 20-year-old that wants to make their own movie, this is an example. This is the blueprint right here. This is how you do it. But anyway. I just wanted to kind of talk about that for a minute, because I've been really taken aback by this whole thing. I knew that there was a pretty strong fan base that wanted the movie to succeed, and because Markiplier's a nice guy. People like. Is it a perfect movie? No, but it's a good movie. If you go in there, you spend $10, $15 on a movie ticket, go on a matinee, spend $9.99. You'll get your money's worth. You'll get your 90 minutes of entertainment. Maybe a little popcorn, a little box of candy. You'll make your money. You'll get your money's worth out of entertainment out of it. It's a good movie. And you know, if you're a fan of the Iron Lung franchise, even more so. I haven't heard, like, the most that I've heard, because I watch a lot of, like, you know, Jeremy Johns and Chris Stuckman, Movie Bob, Parts with Dan. Like, I listen to a lot of those movie review guys. And I haven't heard anybody just outrightly say, oh, this movie's trash. Everybody said, like, it's a diamond in the rough, it's great, it's not perfect. Like, it has some technical flaws, but all of that technical flaw stuff can be chalked up to the fact that Markiplier didn't have any professional filmmakers helping him. It was just him and like 3 other people, you know? It wasn't a huge crew. It wasn't 3 people, but it was a small crew. And there was nobody who had like a Hollywood background, you know? These are, you know, friends of his, people that he knew that were aspiring to make something. And he starred, wrote, and directed it himself. This is... It doesn't happen. It's worth talking about. Even if you've never heard of Markiplier, or if you don't even like, maybe you're one of those people that's like, I don't know, I just don't like him. I don't know why, I just don't like him. You gotta respect the achievement, even if you don't respect the man. Which I don't know why you wouldn't. He's, by all accounts, a genuinely good person. Uh-oh. There you go. All right. Nothing of interest. I didn't see any copper when I was up top. I mean, I see a patch of stone over here, but I don't think there's any copper in it. Yeah, there's no copper in there. All right, so we hit the archery. We hit the... Did we hit the wizard? We did. We got the icon ups. I don't remember if he had a chest, though. As I was talking, and I was just going on autopilot. We hit the wreckage. Let me just go double check. I don't think he had a chest. I legit do not remember if he had a chest. Well, if he did, it's not there now. But I don't remember, because we got a 3 from inside the tower, but here's the archery. I think I missed the chest in the archery. You know, I'm gonna kill this boar. Whoopsie. How many of I got 3? All right. Okay. Well. Sorry, so we need 9. That's easy. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Perfect. Now we just need some brown ones. And there's a few brown ones right there. 3, 6. We just need one more. Overshot. Oh, we overshot this one too. Don't need this many. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out there. I was pretty impressed with that. That's a pretty cool accomplishment. And all that said, on top of it, that it, you know, when we do take into consideration that it came from a YouTube, considering there have been YouTubers that have made movies with bigger budgets and like professional crews that didn't come anywhere near that level of success. I hear music, but I don't see a dude. Must be back this way. Where is he? Most cinephiles will tell you that it's Dead Alive, which is a movie from the early 70s, in which, you know, room of a house that's like a sunken living room, and he's knee-deep in blood. But Markiplier's movie is literally an underwater in an ocean of blood, so it's possible. And also the other thing that I consider is like, what metric are we using? Are we talking about the most liquid blood used in a single scene? The most scenes with blood? Like the most total amount of blood throughout the film combined? Like, there's different ways of measuring it. So I don't know if there'll ever be a consensus on it, but it's definitely a contender for that title. That very obscure, heavily debated title. It's not even new that that's debated. It's something that people have been debating for decades. Because, you know, you got movies like, some people will say that it's The Shining because of the elevator scene. There's a scene where the elevator doors open and just a tidal wave of blood comes out, like the whole elevator's filled, and it just washes the entire hallway. That might be the most blood used in a single scene. But the rest of the movie, there's no blood. It's clean. So it's like, there's the archery. That's what I was looking for. Looks like I did get the chest. Okay, I wasn't sure. I just wanted to double check. Oh, we got more arrows. All right, let's head to our ship, which is extremely nearby. I don't know. I think we'll go to that one first. We'll go up and then we'll see what we can see when we get up there. Although I'm tempted to go over that island because there's a shipwreck on there and there might be some balloon parts. Ooh, nice. Copper armor right out the gate. Wouldn't it be sick if this was a weapon? Ah, it's just a chair. Okay. I jinxed it by saying that. That was my fault. That's my bad. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. All right, we'll put this over here. Don't need these. Put that there. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Anything else we don't need? We can just dump in here. Well, we'll hold the rest. All right. Ring. Okay, let's take care of this real quick. Of course, we don't have any copper, so I definitely want to go over to that island now. I want to go see if there's some copper over there. Oh, wait. Don't want to chop those down. Let's craft some of these. See, I want that one. I want 9 of those. And then I want that one. And we want 27 of those. All right. Let's get these out of the way here real quick. All right. Plug this up first. No. I want that there. Let's try this again. There we go. All right. And I know there's been talk about Hollywood hating on an outsider. I don't think it's that deep. I do think that there are some elements of gatekeeping. There are some individuals who think, oh no, you have to be a student of the craft in order to, you know, be in our circles. But I honestly think most people in Hollywood are all there for the same reason, to make art. You know, they're not, oh, well, you're not one of the special elites, you can't be. I don't see that. I don't believe that. Because there are so many people in Hollywood that all came from nothing and they showed up there looking to make their mark. I don't buy that they would then turn around and go, well, yeah, I came from, you know, Podunk, Cornhusker, Indiana, and I made myself into a super, you know, talented elite filmmaker or whatever. But no one else can do that. Only I can do that. I don't, you know, I don't see people thinking that way. That just doesn't make sense. I think the individuals that are gatekeeping are people that, you know, were born into that life, that didn't come from a less than elite background. You know, someone who came from middle class or even lower class and worked their way up. You know, working at restaurants and doing, you know, being a busboy on the weekends and then auditioning during the week. I don't see those kind of people being like, no, Markiplier's not one of us. All right, this axe is just about spent. So, look at that. I got exactly one left. Done. No, stupid. There, yes. Okay. All right, let's put these down. We should probably put this down as well. All right, let's go ahead and start making some crafting stations. We'll start with that. We can do that. There. There. Let's do that one and that one. There. Chest down. Put these dressers down here. Let's make a couple more chests. You should get this cooking. Where's my sticks? There they are. All right. Mushrooms. Get that done. Get her done. Let's plant our first flag. We do have a bit of copper. We have a little bit. That's not bad. But we're going to need way more to make the armor. Let's go ahead and make these gloves, though. I don't have gloves yet, and now I do. And then, since we have leather on everything else, we can toss the rest of these hides. We don't need them. Toss these wooden shoes, too. Get this cooking. Really? I didn't... Wow, I had a real shortage of blueberries. I did not realize how few blueberries I had. Or, like, how little food in general I had. I had, like, no food today. This run might be a little tougher than usual. Only slightly. Only slightly. Alright. I am not going to put these out because I have a feeling I'm going to pick them up again in a little bit anyway, so. Let's go ahead and chop the rest of this up. Oh, we did get a bit of tin. That's nice. Oh, we got some repair kits. Not more than usual. I don't need this chain. Throw one in there. And I do believe we are ready to go. You know what? I'm gonna put this over here since it's the only one connected to anything at the moment. Let's head on over to this island. I don't see. I gotta fix this sword. Oh. There we go. And then I'm gonna make a new axe. I'm not gonna fix this one. Gonna be a rough one. At least we got a decent amount of mushroom stew. Oh, and you know what? I should probably make a bow. That one. All right. No short of Iconop today. Today is a blueberry shortage day. And there are no balloons. Dang. Okay. But there is this guy. I'm really hoping to be a balloon on this thing. Ooh, they gave us gloves. I will never be using those gloves, though. Because they're advanced, and so I can't use them until level 12. And by the time I get to level 12, I will probably already have something better. So it's not that I don't want to use them. I will just simply never have occasion to. Wow. I keep... Every time I find a blueberry, I find 6 Iconops. Look at this. This is crazy. There's so many Iconops on this island. There's some blueberries. Now we're talking. I mean, normally I wouldn't spend this much time on a surface island, but we were here anyway. I believe I see some copper up there. Much needed. Ooh, and a treasure. Treasure. Oh, need a key. Okay, come on. No. No. Oh. Well, you know what? Stealing your flag. Now it's mine. It's gonna be a lockpick day. So I am going to be taking all of the copper that is in this patch here because we're immediately going to make armor. So even if we have a surplus, it won't be as much as it looks like initially. How much do I have? 40? I guess we can go there. All right. As it is. Oh, compendium, objects, armor. 8. Wow. Okay. Means we need 64 copper just to make the suit. And then we can start getting a surplus. So we've got enough to get our armor. Just a tiny bit extra left. Alright, let's go over here. Check out what this little shack's got. Probably some much needed food. Yes, blueberries are good. We want blueberries. No wetberries, blueberries. Okay. A lot of that was junk. 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 Do they have a flag in here? No flag? Oh, y'all are chumps. How are you gonna have a little settlement over here? No flags. Bupkis. I wonder where that word came from. Do we have any sulfur down in here? Sometimes there's sulfur below the... Ooh. Maybe that's sulfur? Oh, I can't reach it. It's just out of reach. No, that's copper. I can see orange flecks in it. I don't need it. Maybe if it was sulfur, I'd be more invested, but... More Iconops over there. And there's a blueberry. Any more blueberries? That's what I'm looking for. No, there's more flowers. And more Iconops. Wow, this island is just covered in these Iconops. There's probably some skeletons up there, but those towers never have any crates or barrels or anything in them, so I'm not going to bother. Alright, time to head back to the ship. Go along the coastline in case there's any blueberries over here. Don't want to miss them. Flat fight. All right. Okay, I'm comfortable saying we're done on this rock. There we go. Now we're stocked on food. Nope, that's what I want to put there. Dirt. My time for there we go. Alright, so we do have a little extra. That's good. Oh, we'll put this glove over here for now. I'm going to go ahead and use that. Good to go there. And then, I think we're going to go ahead and head up. I am disappointed that there were no parts. Oh, I need string. Solid start. Two out of 3 flags already. And that last one should be pretty easy to get. Rid of that wooden armor. We'll just head right over to this one. It's right here. We're like right on top of it already, so we'll just go this way. No, that's just a shadow. Thought it might have been a tiny little hole, but it's not. Let's go say hi. And immediately blueberries. That's a good welcoming gift. Just want to welcome you to the neighborhood. Brought you some blueberries. And more blueberries. Excelente. Ooh. Upgrading our gloves already. We haven't even gotten inside yet. Whoa, bear. Bear. Run from the bear. No fair. No fair, bear. Bear, no fair. No fair, bear. Bear, fair, no fair, bear. I don't even have anything to make a block with. Hey. I can't see the bear. There he is. Okay. Come on, bear. No, I did that wrong. I should do it the other way. Put him on this side. Let's go find this bear now that he can't tag team me with the Skull Crusher. Just had to come back for the Crushinator. All out. All right, that works. And I think I have more arrows than I started with now. Come on, that helmet looks heavy. Why don't you drop it? Just go ahead and drop that helmet on the floor there. It looks heavy on your head. No? No? Alright. More blueberries. Oh, yeah. That looks like most of this was junk. We got a brown key. All right. I need that. Bummer. Can I take it? No, I can't take it. We'll do that one. All right. What do we got in here? Oh, I am going to take these. Always good to have a few building blocks around. Do stuff like this. Some more arrows. Wow, tin and repair tools. Is this the whole dungeon? Is just this one room? Wow. Alright, I guess we'll go hit up that healing station and be on our way then, since we're never coming back here. What am I doing? Shit, fast traveling. Okay, that's a fair amount of tin. I'm going to go ahead and make 3 bronze right now. That way when we get a recipe for an axe, we don't have to wait. Don't need this in here. Nope, got to put the nails. Still got 3 more, so if we want to make a pickaxe as well, we can. Or if we get 1 more crate with tin in it, we can have enough to make daggers or a sword. Chop this all up. Toss that overboard. Put this in here. And we're done. Is there anything else on this island worth checking out? Not that I can see from this side, but I thought I saw some other structures on the far side of the island. Well, I'll just double check real quick. Oh, and some more blueberries. All right. What we got down here? Maybe some sulfur or some copper? Nope, nothing. I thought I saw blueberries. I'm hallucinating. That's it. Oh, another bear. Right this way, sir. Come on. Follow me. Follow me. Oh, he didn't jump. I wish there was some kind of push or pull spell. Just pull the bear off the side of the mountain with me. Oh, we're starting to whittle it down. are we going to next? Suppose we could go there. Be another small dungeon, so if there's not a king in there, at least we'll know quickly. We'll check that one. We can check that one. Actually, no, we can't. They're too high. I don't think I can reach those. I might have to do, because I don't even have any blue dust. We'd have to find 3 blue dust on this island to be able to increase our altitude. Looks like there's one of those fallen archways over there. There's usually some barrels and crates around it. That tower is obviously our entry point. And then I think this is a well right here in the foreground. Let's check the well first. No, there is something in here. That's just coins. Wait. What's the matter? You afraid to come down here? Alright, just stand there and die. Ugh, pyrite. Ooh, we got an axe. And another X. Okay. I wonder if... Oh, ooh. All right. We got some more pyrite, but that's not really what I care about. I care about the bronze. Nothing in that one, but that's okay. We got bronze in the other one. Overall, it's a win. We got some copper. We do need copper. Grab a few of these. Mushrooms. Ah, sulfur. Here we go. I'm one. Cover it. And we'll also make we're not there. We're not. Okay, let me reload. Could I? I did it without thinking about it. Man, I'm losing my mind here. I was only making a chest. Man, I just gaslit myself. Cut. I guess we can have a hood ornament. got an extra one. We'll put it here for now. Okay. Let's shove off. I don't think we can reach that one or that one, so maybe that. First one we've seen with holes in the side. This thing through its paces. Let's drop this thing down a bit. I want to go in the side there. I think that's good enough. Fix some of this stuff. Right. I'm gonna carry one with me because these daggers bust quickly. No, actually, I think we need to go lower. Might still need to go a little lower than that. Nope. Overshot it. Alright, that's a good sign. Oh, we want to go this way. Okay, nothing interesting. I mean, the dagger would be interesting if I didn't already have one. Shield, take that. Actually, let me go back to the ship and repair it. I happen to pick up some like really amazing one-handed weapon. It'd be nice to have a respectable shield to go with it. Instead of some floorboards held together with duct tape. All right. Looking good. Looking good. In fact, looking darn good. More items. Dirt goes in there. Put away this copper. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put... How many ingots do I have? 2? You know, I'm just going to make it all. Because you never know. 6 plus 2, that's 8. I could get, you know, daggers and a shield. And I'd be 1 short still. Or a sword and a shield. If I got daggers and a shield, I'd do the daggers and forget the shield. Because you don't get the benefits of a shield with the daggers anyway. See, look at that! Look at that! My dagger senses were tingling. I need sticks. Alright, we're ready to face the king now. We don't need anything else. Like, I don't even need the staff. I can tank him. Got to move our stuff over to the John Wick chest. Put this here. Where's our daggers at? There they are. Put those here for the whole 3 seconds we had them. We didn't even use them on anything. Potion. Don't even need to carry these repair tools with me now. Wow. Sometimes you just have a great run. Let's see, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Don't need sand. How awesome would it be if the king is around the next corner? Hold on, hold on, hold on. There's an X here. Do we have anything? We do. What's in the chest? Ah, look at that. Well, we don't need any of this, actually. But I will take these. Man, these things are beast mode. Oh, this guy. Dust? No dust. Those two chests right here behind this pillar are always really good. I always get good stuff from them. Usually tin, tools. Oh, a healing potion. This game is stocking me up today. Ah, just saw a red shirt. Oh, it's just a skull crusher. I knew that. I walked right into it anyway. Oh, I leveled again. 78. There we go. Ugh, missed. Ooh, that was close. Anything else? No, we're keeping the rest of it. This side's done. Now it's done. Now it's done. What do we got over here? Really? I had my back turned. You could have killed me. He just stood there staring at it. He's like savoring the moment. Maybe he was just being polite and giving me a sporting chance. I don't know. Oh, right. I don't need that. Like, well, generally, it's considered poor sportsmanship to strike a man who has his back turned. You're an assassin. Striking me when I got my back turned is your thing. You just dodge me? You don't dodge me. Ooh, yeah. Right, HP maxed out. What do we got? Junk, junk, and junk. I think I already have that. I do. All right. Moving along. I missed one. Always miss the one on the corner. Look, attack. Stand there. All right, I'm not. Slap fight. You just keep doing the same room over and over. Well, at least this one had something in it. Upgrade. +1 stick bow. I don't really see that anymore very often. Oh, we got a lab. I don't remember which way I came in. Okay, so that was the lab, so I came in from that way. So then, yeah, because I didn't go over these traps. No. Alright, I guess we'll just do like 15 of these. I mean, it's treasure. I'm not gonna leak treasure. Treasure's like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still pizza. Treasure. You know what I mean. You said what I heard. It's already in there. Okay. Anything up top? And I still haven't gotten any dust. This is a dead end, right? There's no way forward? Okay. Okay, I guess we're going back the way I came in, which I believe is this way. Oh, a skeleton king guardian. That means there's a king nearby. There he is. Dang, I woke them both up. I wanted to just wake up the one. A rat. Where'd I come in? Okay, if that's the lab, and that's a dead end, and that's the king, how'd I get into this room? Okay, that's a dead end. This is the lab. That way leads to the king. How did I get in here? Ah, okay. I got in here this way. There's got to be something somewhere. I have... Ah, stairs down. There we go. That's all I needed. Wait, no, it's not. I need one more level. Dang, okay. I always get that wrong. Oh well, we'll go kill the king. Oh, no, this might be it. Yeah, it's this way, I think. No? No. King is back this way. Over here, I think? Yeah. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over in the corner. Brrr. You ain't grumpy baby all you want. Now you're dead, grumpy baby. Nice, look at that. Ooh, shakayala. 20, 25. Yeah, we can roll with that. Oh no! No! Put it out! Put it out! This is why I always put out the fires. Because then I do stuff like that. Yeah, we got a jingle jangle back there. There we go. Wow, 3 of these on one table. I already got a better amulet. The purple one's better than the blue one, I think. Yeah. Because the purple one's 8%, and the blue one is 5. Let's see, what do we got? Got that. Got that. And got that one. Got that one. Alright, so we can start getting rid of some stuff. I think I'm gonna keep all the rest of this. Bones in there. Alright. Let's go see what we got in our chest. I don't have that one yet. We'll leave the rest of that. Oh, I missed a gem. And then last but not least, don't really need that. It'd be nice if you could put those on your ship and fill them with gems. Anyway, that is the run. That is your king. Thanks for checking out my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.